Hello. Hello. Hi. I'm Jack, and you're gonna crash probably again. I've been trying to get this to work for a few times, and it's crashed every single time. This is gonna be my last attempt. If you're seeing this, thank the Lord, because holy shit, it's annoying. My laptop is trying to kill itself right now, but I really wanted to try and do this because I think maybe I've been thinking about it. Maybe recording rants. That don't mean anything might help. Maybe if I just put my thoughts in a place where people could see them without directly forcing people to listen to them, maybe that'll help. I don't know. But this is what I'm trying now. So if you see this, hello, hi. I'm Jack. If you're my friends, you know that. If you're a random person online, why are you okay? Hello. Anyways, but no, this is just gonna be complete random ramblings. They aren't gonna make any sense. Maybe, I don't know. I might tell stories. I might do whatever. I don't know. I'm just gonna start talking, and maybe, after a while, something will come from it. Hopefully, I'll feel better than I do now. But anyways, yeah, I've tried this multiple times, and it keeps crashing, and it really is a testament to how much the world hates me. Not really, obviously, the world's not alive. It can't really hate anybody. But with the way the world, it seems like everything is out to, try and spite me. Fun fact, yesterday, May 6th, was my birthday. And it just so happened that the moment I got, or the day before my birthday, my work contacted me and said, "Hey, you guys were supposed to be able to stay home and spend time with your family, but now we're shipping you out up north, and so you no longer get to spend time with your family. You get to go your birthday in a hotel." That was fun. So I was like, oh man, that sucks. It really fucking sucks. That blows. I don't get to spend time with my fucking... Here we go. Oh. Huh? We're live. Okay, I really thought we were gonna crash. I'm gonna keep these short, so I think this was just gonna be about my fucking thing. Cause right now, I think it is fighting tooth and nail to stay up before it crashes, and I want to get something out. Excuse me. But yeah, no, then I was like, all right, that sucks. I want to, I'll spend my birthday alone in a hotel. Fine, whatever. So anyways, I'm like, you know what? If I'm doing that, I at least give myself something nice, And I get this little fucking ice cream thing, my celebratory birthday ice cream. Well, I had to go pick it up from the tray after I purchased it. I got back, I got in the hotel with it. I had to pick it up, and fucking I dropped it. Fucking ice cream everywhere, and I had to clean it up with fucking and the hotels, fun fact, they don't really have paper towels usually. At least the ones I go to, they don't have paper towels. They got napkins and toilet papers and actual hand towels, stuff you don't want to clean up messes with. And I didn't want to I didn't want to pick up ice cream with fabric cloth that they were gonna have to clean, because that seemed like a waste. I also didn't want to keep it on the floor, because it just seemed like a big mess, and I didn't want to do anything, So I tried napkins, I tried all kinds of shit, and eventually I gave up, and I just used the hand towel. And eventually, after I got it for most part cleaned up, I called the front desk, and I was like, "Hey man, could I get somebody up here to help, clean this stuff up, and also, before it stains?" And they're like, "Oh, well, sorry. We're closed," or they closed, or they didn't close. It's a hotel, but they're like, "Oh no, the cleaning people, they left. They're gone." That sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, fucking, I wanted to get this done, but instead, all that happened was I wanted ice cream, but instead I got like 10 minutes of trying to clean something up, and the guilt of having to know that they now have this stained shit that they gotta deal with. I feel bad about that. Yeah, all I wanted was a little something for myself, and it sucked. And I was like, man, fine. And I go and sit down to watch, my show, watch stuff on my fucking laptop, and it starts doing all this crazy shit. I don't even know how to explain it. It was just doing random shit. I swear to God, I would say it almost looked like it was like somebody else was controlling it, but it was too fucking sporadic. It was like somebody was like smashing keys on a keyboard, and I don't know what that was. I don't know. I asked some people who know about tech stuff. Nobody could explain it to me. I thought maybe it's some weird virus, but I don't know. I don't remember going on to any weird fucking websites recently, so I don't know, man. I don't know. It was just weird. It was a really weird thing. And yeah, I thought my computer was just completely broken then and there. And yeah, eventually it just stopped. I don't know why. It just did. And fucking whatever. I was like, all right, well, that sucked. It went on for like 20 minutes. I swear to God, at one point it looked like it was trying to buy Nitro. I have a fucking clip of what it looked like, but I'm not an editing kind of guy, so you probably won't see it. But also, I don't have the clip of the Nitro bit. That was funny, actually. That wasn't even upsetting. It was funny to watch it happen. It was complete sporadic. It was so fucking. So when it got to the buy Nitro page, I was like, "There's no way. There's no way it does this." But yeah, it was weird. Discord Nitro. If you don't know what Nitro I'm talking about, it was. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I should have elaborated on that, but I didn't. But now I did, so there you go. But yeah, it was really weird. And it's not really all of that stuff kind of fucking hit me, and I was like, oh, that sucks. And then I get on this fuck ass game, and I try to hang out with somebody, and the whole time I just felt so dead. Like I didn't feel like anything was real. It was weird. It was a weird feeling. It was like, the one thing I really wanted to do was hang out with somebody because, it was my birthday. I wanted to hang out with somebody. And I just felt the entire time, I just felt like nothing was real. Like everything was fake. And it was, I was that, they were cool. They weren't doing anything wrong. The friend, they were chilling. You know who you are if you were there. Hello. If you're watching this, hello. But the whole time I felt as if I was not real, or that something about this whole interaction wasn't real, that it was all fake, and I could not appreciate just the moment of hanging out with somebody that I truly, I loved, because I love my friends. Because it felt as if I don't know, it just didn't feel real, and nothing felt real about it. It was a really weird feeling, I can't even properly describe it. This is the best way I could think of to describe it, was that it was all fake. And I couldn't appreciate the one thing that I had going for me on my birthday. The one thing I had going for me, I couldn't appreciate it, because everything else went wrong for me, and I was upset about it, because, it's my birthday. It's the day things are supposed to go your way. The one day out of 300 fuck-ass years that things are supposed to go right. Or that things are, out of 300 fuck-ass days, one of those days is supposed to go your way, and it just didn't. And, it happens, but it just really sucked. It really fucked with me. And I haven't been mentally well since, because, like, man, that was the one thing I wanted. That was the thing I looked forward to. Everything else is not going my way recently. All kinds of stuff I'll probably talk about. No other stuff I'll fucking probably talk about another day. But yeah, it's just, all this other shit, and I got on top of this, my birthday. I wanted to go right, and it didn't, and it sucked. But it happens. And the next day, which is today, I was here. I actually planned to just sit there and fucking think about all my problems again, and I was like, and I just started ranting. I was talking. I was like, oh, this and that, this. And then I was like, damn, I got a lot to say. And I noticed that I'm talking as if there was somebody in front of me. There was no one in front of me. I was just, maybe I'm schizophrenic. I don't know. Yeah, I was fucking sitting there talking as if there was somebody in front of me to hear my problems. And I was like, that's weird. And it dawned on me, why don't I just start recording? Because I have an issue where I don't like talking about my problems to my friends or anyone in general, because it feels like I'm seeking out attention. But I want to get my problems out. I want the world to know, because if the more people that know, the better I can receive help, I feel. Because I do want help. I just don't know how to ask for it. Nobody does, and nobody knows how to open up. And I realized maybe what I fucking need to do is record. And if I record it and I post it, my problems are out there now. Anybody wants to listen can listen out. If you're fucking listening, everybody can fucking listen. And, maybe, people, if somebody wants to listen, just for the sake of listening to a random fucking guy on the internet spew out bullshit, I know they can fucking do that. They can do that. They can listen to me talk, and maybe I'll become a little fucking thing where somebody fucking has me on in the background while I'm just going off about the stupidest shit ever. Because, and maybe somebody out there and can be like, hey, this is what's going on, man. You have this fucking issue. And then maybe, just maybe, somebody can go in there and go to the fucking thing and be like, hey, man, go see a therapist. Fuck you. I don't want to go. I don't got time for that. I got a neurological problem, and I barely have time to see a neurologist. I ain't got no time to go see a therapist. Hell, with the new fucking schedules and shit I don't got time for much of anything. Except apparently sitting on here ranting in front of a fucking... Not even a real camera, just a virtual one on a fucking shit-ass, fuck-ass game. But, yeah, here we are. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I think I'm going to try to make another one of these. But I'm going to stop here with this one, purely because I am fucking terrified of the idea that it crashes and I have to redo it again. Because I've already done this recording 3 to 4 times, and it is frustrating. I'm surprised it has worked this long, this well, and I am counting every star I have to be able to continue doing this, because I really hope that this is a new thing, that I don't, that maybe this is what I fucking needed, the fucking talk, fucking virtually, in front of a camera, and, maybe this is what I need, the fucking, get all my fucking problems out. So, yeah, if you're listening to this, I'm starting a new thing. Hopefully this is a way I can cope. I'm going to start talking about anything is what I'm going to try to do. If you see this, hello. If you're a friend that sees this, hello again. I don't really know. There's no script here. But yeah, thank you for listening to my little rant today. I shall leave you guys to y'all's little things. And hopefully I can start doing this maybe more. I don't know. Have a great day, guys. I love you guys. Good. Hello. If you're listening to this, I've done a second one. If you came just immediately after the first one, hello again. My bye meant nothing. This is a trick, but I've started this immediately after the first one because If you haven't watched the first one, the context, I'm scared of crashing, but I'm not going to keep going into that. It doesn't matter. So, let me start this off by asking, do you know what unmoored means? Unmoored has a lot of meanings. It can mean all kinds of shit, but, one meaning is just, take a boat, unleash it, and fucking send it off. More or less, that's what it means. I don't need to hear fucking... I'm gonna say a lot of things that might just be incorrect. I don't fucking need correction. If you want to, I don't give a shit. But, yeah, unmoored has a lot of meanings. One of them is, letting a boat loose and sending it, fucking letting it go, untying it. But also, for humans, it means A, be free, or B, A being, you're freeing yourself, you're untying yourself, untethered, and free to do what you will. Or B, unmoored, can mean you're lost. That you don't know what's happening, you don't understand. That's what I feel like. I feel unmoored. I hope I'm saying that right. How stupid would that be? This is like that one fucking video of Jacksepticeye where he fucking says Bologna for an entire episode, not realizing it's pronounced baloney. But unmoored is how I feel. I feel unmoored. I feel lost. Feels as if God himself had already achieved, or I've already achieved the fucking story, or the part in God's story that I was supposed to do. And I was supposed to fucking pass away a while ago. Now, truly, I don't actually believe I should have died. I don't believe that to be the case. God, I truly believe, does make mistakes. I will get into that later, probably. I do believe God makes mistakes. But I don't think this was a mistake. I do not believe that what, God had intended for me to pass away, though it feels like it. It feels like I'm not supposed to be here. Then again, there's a lot of people out there feel like they're not supposed to be here. I want to start that off by saying, just like I am, you are meant to be here. If you feel otherwise, it's just wrong. I know I'm supposed to be here, because, God makes mistakes, but he isn't going to make... I don't think he fucking meant to fucking JFK me and just failed, And I don't believe God, meant to JFK any of you motherfuckers and failed. I don't believe that's the case. I just believe that, hey... I don't know. I just hope that, it feels as if, God... it feels like I've already done my bit. I feel like I'm just walking a fucking road. There's nothing on this road, but, kind of like for any gamer out there, it's like Desert Bus, except there's no, and after the 8 or 12 or however fuck-ass many hours you fucking spend playing, there is no end. It's just continuous nothing bullshit. And you're just sat there like, okay... That's what we're doing now. We're just walking. Fucking 8 years later, I'm still fucking walking. There's nothing here. But I have to remind myself, and you have to remind yourself, that maybe there is something. Eventually, there's got to be something. Nothing lasts forever. This road can't last forever. That doesn't make any sense. There has to be something somewhere, even if that means the end of the road. That's still something rather than the nothing we've experienced. There's something that at the end, there is an end, as much as we think there isn't to this pointless fucking thing. But I don't know. That's how I feel. I don't know. I'm in this weird state of like feeling this way, but keep giving myself affirmations because that's all I can do. And I feel like it's all anybody can really do at some point, is just give yourself affirmations. Like, hey, man, yeah, you're falling down, but you're still fucking higher up than you were a day ago. Or not a day. Excuse me, not a day ago, but like a fucking year. Still fucking higher up than you were a year ago, even if you're stumbling down. Progress is still progress. It's alright to stumble. And that's why I think God makes mistakes, because humans are fallible. I'm using that term correctly, which I might not be now that I think about it. We make mistakes. And if we are to believe that we are made in God's image, yes, I am religious. If y'all don't know, y'all gonna hear a lot of God speak, probably. Not as much as actual super fucking religious, or not actual, or you're gonna hear it from actual religious people. You're not gonna hear as much from me. In fact, you're probably gonna hear a lot of things that sound very unchristian, because I have a lot of things to say, because I don't know, a lot of stuff don't make sense to me, and I want to believe. And, you know, I don't know, but anyways, I believe God makes mistakes. I full-heartedly believe that. In fact, I believe it is stated, if I remember correctly, in Noah's, the end of Noah's Ark story, God himself says, hey, kind of fucked up. Maybe, just maybe, flooding the entire world because I have anger, because I got a little angry, might have not been the best move, guys. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. That's how I remember the end of the story. I could be wrong. But yeah, I believe, yeah, God makes mistakes, and I don't think that's wrong. We are humans. We as humans are known to make mistakes. It's part of being a person. It's what we're told from, you know, it's what most of us are told throughout our life, that everyone makes mistakes. One of the most common phrases, you know, you'll hear, humans make mistakes. That's obvious. But we are made in God's image, so does it not make sense for the great big man upstairs to make mistakes? I think it makes perfect sense for him to make mistakes, and I don't think that's wrong. I don't think it's wrong for him to make mistakes at all. I don't think that. I think it's a perfectly okay thing, because shit, man. Isn't it a little reassuring to know, I mean, it could be terrifying, but isn't it a little reassuring to know that the biggest fucking guy upstairs, the man of all men, or the fucking woman of all women, it doesn't fucking matter what you fucking, if you think he's a woman, it doesn't matter. Or, you know, all power to you. I guess saying it doesn't matter is kind of mean, but you get my point. The entity of all entities, the all-powerful, all-knowing creature of all things. Isn't it a little relieving to know even he is going to make a mistake from time to time? I don't know. It seems a little bit reassuring to me. Yeah, I think he makes mistakes. I personally do. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I would honestly be a little disappointed if I found out the guy was made zero mistakes in his entire existence. Yeah, it makes me wonder, do you think God lives? I mean, that might have been really fucking disrespectful to say. I don't know. But, like, think about it. Is he technically alive? Just a genuine question. I don't know. Is he technically a living thing? Or is he just an entity that exists? I mean, it's never stated that, God lives, I don't believe. I don't remember any points that directly stated God is alive. It's just stated that God exists. Wouldn't that be weird if he doesn't actually? I mean, yeah, obviously, I believe he's alive. I think, but like, you have to die to meet him. I don't know. Maybe God's not alive. Maybe he's just the thing. Maybe I've just put myself in a special place in hell for just simply questioning it. Sorry, God, if I've offended you. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think God makes mistakes. I feel like I had another point I was gonna fucking march off of, but honestly, I don't remember. That's another thing about my little fucking problems, is I'm not remembering things anymore. I think it's just a stress thing. I don't think I'm like Alzheimer's or some shit. That seems a little irrational to sit there and call it Alzheimer's. I'm only 22. Um, but yeah, I'm having trouble remembering things. I remember I went to go try the put, or actually, this is weird. I mean, it's kind of an memory loss fucking story. But I remember a few days ago, I went to go put my headset on a charger. Instead of putting it on a charger, I vividly remember putting it on the charger. And I remember sitting next to it for 5 minutes straight after putting it on the charger. And I remember looking over at it from my phone. I had my phone in my hand for 5 minutes, and I looked over, and it's no longer on the charger, even though nobody came in and moved it. I know that for a fact. So it's not like I just did it and then somebody else undid it. Even though I vividly remember doing it, when I looked over, it wasn't done. It just was not on the charger. It was just, the charger was there. It was just lying there, just kind of thrown off willy-nilly like it was before I even grabbed the charger, or before I grabbed the headset to charge it. Did I ever mention it was a headset? I don't even remember. I think I might have been calling it a charger. I've been trying to charge the charger this whole time. If I have, I'm sorry. But no, my headset. I wanted to charge my headset. And when I went to go charge my headset, I put it. I vividly remember putting it on the charger, and I looked at my phone for 5 minutes. I look over, and the charger is just sitting there, randomly, and I lost my headset. And I spent like another 5 minutes trying to charge it, and it didn't. Or not charge it. I can't even think straight. I'm sorry. I spent 5 minutes trying really hard to find this thing, this headset, and I finally found it under my bed. I don't know how it got there. I don't know, man. It was weird. I don't know how my headset got under my charger. I can't speak anymore. No, I don't know how I don't know how my headset got under my bed. I'm losing my mind. I apologize. But that's, it's part of this, part why I'm doing it. Really, I'm really glad that this thing hasn't died on me yet. Feels good knowing that. But yeah, I was, yeah, so I don't know how that happened. But, yeah, I just went back, I put it on the charger, and that's the end of that story. The point to say that I'm misremembering things. I'm losing the way my brain works. It ain't working the way it should be. And I don't know. I think maybe it's just stress. I think I'm just overstressing it. I got a lot of shit going on I'm trying to work out. If you're my friend, you already know this. If you're not my friend, you don't know this. Unless you're one of my friends who haven't been super talkative with me as of late, because it's only really been an actual issue as of late. But if you're yeah, point is, I have this fucking neurological issue that causes me to go all squiggly. I have body spasms, and I haven't had any during the process, except like one at the very beginning when I first started. I haven't really had any, but maybe I'll have one throughout here. And if you see them, don't worry about them. It's fine. But these body spasms, I don't know what they are. I have a neurologist appointment next week. I'm going to figure out what it is. But yeah, I have body spasms. It's wild. It's crazy. It goes, And during the whole time, I think they're caused there's another thing that is caused by stress. Sorry, it took me a second. I actually forgot again why I was even bringing it up. Oh man, this is gonna suck for anybody who's having to listen to this. I apologize, but yeah, I have body spasms, and I think it's a stress thing because when I start stressing, they seem to happen a little bit more. As of late, they've taken on more of looking more like a seizure than anything. I've fallen from them before. Every once in a while, I'll actually twist something and I'll hurt. But for the most part, it's harmless. I don't feel pain from it. It doesn't hurt me, none of that. But yeah, it's a fun thing. It's a fun little thing I got. And honestly, they aren't killing me. I don't think they're killing me. They scare the shit out of me more than I would actually have told than I've actually told anybody. Except for like a few people. They actually know the reality of the situation. Most people, most of you guys, if you are my friends, you probably, have heard me just sit there and say, "Oh, don't worry about it, don't worry about it." But reality situation, no, they scare the shit out of me, because that's fucking scary. I mean, more than the obvious, well, yeah, it kind of would be scary if you have, like, if you're shaking for no reason, you don't know, for unexplainable reasons, and, you have no reason, you have no diagnosis as to why. It could be Tourette's, it could be could be anything. I don't fucking know. But all I know is they're getting worse. And as long as they're getting worse, the possibility to lose my life remains. And that sounds overdramatic. It does. But think about it this way. I do carpentry involving roofs. And I've already had a doctor tell me that I shouldn't be doing this anymore. I shouldn't be doing roofs anymore. I work on roofs as part of my job, as I have to get up there, and it's not really carpentry at that point. It's more of being a roofer. I do both, but yeah, I'm not supposed to be on a roof anymore, according to that doctor. Because fun fact, I had to go to ER over it last weekend. I'm okay. It's fine. I'll probably talk about it another time, but yeah, this doctor I went to, he told me, it was like, "Hey man, you can do just about anything." And I was like, "I'm a roofer." And he's like, "Well, you could do just about anything except for roofing," which was hilarious, but it was depressing also, because I don't want to fucking lose my job, man. Or fucking, and I know it's like, to some extent, they'll be like, "Oh, well, I mean, I've heard people sit there and say, well, you can't lose your job just because you have you're diagnosed with something like that. They have to find a new position for you." Counter argument, the part I'm scared of losing is the roofing part, because the only thing I hate more than doing my job is not doing my job. I like my job. Yeah, in reality, I love my job. My job is cool as hell. But I'm scared of losing it because, man, what else do I got? I mean, I got other things, but, like, man, that job is, giving me a reason to go. I get up in the morning, I fucking get my shit, and I start fucking hammering shit. Start fucking working. It gives me a sense of purpose. And if I lose my labor job, because I like doing labor jobs, I can't keep focused doing paperwork and shit because I got the ADHD. Yeah, I gotta do labor jobs. It's the only way I can keep focused, and I can't do labor jobs if I'm shaking all the time. And yeah, it sucks, but that's what it looks like. Yeah, we think it's a stress-related issue. They round it all back to the point, but we don't know. I think it's been happening more. I carry around a little fucking tennis ball that's uncompressed. I can squeeze it in my hand. And it's the best stress ball I've ever actually had. I've had a few stress balls in my time. But I got a little stress ball that I've been squeezed, this little fucking tennis ball. And people were all asking me, like, why don't you just get a firm stress ball? That seems like a lot better idea. Fuck you. Firm stress balls can't go bling a bling a bling with a little fucking bounce to them. What the fuck you talking about? Dude, tennis balls, I'm telling you. Tennis balls, in my opinion, best fucking stress ball you can buy. Just get them uncompressed where you could squeeze it in your fucking hand. The only issue I have with them is I got dogs. And it's a fight between me and my dogs to keep that ball. But let me tell you what the dogs don't know. I got 2 more in my bag. I just don't ever take out, just in case I ever lose that one. So I ain't stressing it. But Yeah, no, with that, I've noticed a few bit of lag, so I'm going to put this one on pause. I might actually, I've been thinking about it while I was talking. I might end up just combining them all together. I feel like that might be the best thing to do, because that way I can, make all one thing. I don't know. I think I'm gonna end it here for tonight. It's almost 10 o'clock. I wanna do some things. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna try to start doing this a little bit more. Hopefully, this way I can get out my thoughts. I can put it out, and people can actually fucking hear what my problems are. That way I can actually tell the world what my issues are without feeling like it's just doing it for attention. Because if you're listening, because you have to go out of your way to listen to these. If you want to listen to my fucking problems or my fucking rantings, here you go. You got these. I'm not putting it in. I'm not gonna put it in front of your fucking face. I'm not gonna fucking flashbang you with surprise fucking venting. You have to go and watch these yourself. I'm not gonna fucking force you. And hopefully this way I can talk about my issues without feeling like I'm doing it for attention. So if you're listening to this, man, if you're a stranger, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. And if you're a friend, I want you to understand, if you listen to these fucking things, I'm sorry if they come off as crazy and insane. And I hope they don't make you view the silly creature that I am in a different fucking light. But I really do appreciate you. I really, truly do. I appreciate everybody who listens to these. But I really appreciate any friends that would take the time to listen to this, because it means to me that you truly do care to listen about my fucking issues. And I have an issue, I have paranoia. I'm always paranoid that people don't like I don't give a shit if a random fucking person don't like me. But I'm paranoid that, my close friends, the people I care about, don't actually give a shit about me. They just sit there and like, oh, yeah, I'm worried about you, and they just don't actually care. And I stress that a lot. And a lot of you, and there's only 2 people I feel like recently have been able to fucking prove that theory wrong to me. One of them, and unfortunately, one of you, I can't talk to you about my problems because you're not in a good. You're not, without giving away anything, you're not somebody I can talk to, and I apologize for that, and I am sorry, but you're not equipped to handle my fucking things in any capacity. And the other one, I will just openly say, that's James. James is the only fucking person who's ever been able to fucking prove to me pass my insecurities and fucking show me that he's the only person I'm not scared doesn't like me. He's the only person, and I appreciate you. If you listen to this, I know I've already fucking said it recently, but if you're listening to this, I really do, truly, honestly fucking appreciate everything you've done. Even if to you it ain't much, it is everything to me. I do not know how to express these things, and I'm not good at talking to people in person about how much I truly love people. But I truly do. I really, honestly do. So, anyways, getting this gay shit out of the fucking way. Thank you for listening. I might combine both of these together before I go to bed and then post them tonight. Thank you, and have a great day, or night, or whatever the fuck it is. You guys take care. Bye-bye.